In the context of that, we're here to protect you from destroying yourselves. It's exactly not only what the Project 2025 folks were saying in the 90s when they said World War III is coming. And they target 2025, but cut them some slack. They got a lot right. I got to tell you some things they got right. But yeah, it's in the context.
I'm curious what they did get right.
This stuff about the externalization of the hierarchies in the context of global conflict. And people look to Albert Pike and the 3 world wars and different scenarios like that have come from the occult. But they were making kind of mundane predictions about society and the economy and stuff. But some of it, I've got a whole list of 30 of them. I won't bore you with every one of them, but some of them stood out to me as they pinpointed the exact numbers. Like in the 90s, GDP, gross domestic product, was averaging 3.5% for the entirety of the American Republic, 4.5% per year. In the 90s is what we were achieving, and we were seeing some good economic growth. And they said, well, 2025, we're going to see 2% GDP growth. Now, I'm kind of an economics nerd. I happen to know what GDP is the last few years. Yeah. And since like 2006, it's been down to average of 2%. Year after year after year, just like they said. And then they said, now you're really still sticking your neck out with this one. There will be a 120 mile per gallon vehicle that will go into service by 2025. Boom. The Chevy Bolt comes out 119 miles per gallon. So and then they say, why would you even think to make this prediction? It's almost like, are these predictions or are these announcements? But 40% of the office-based workforce will be working outside of the traditional office by 2025.
Well, that happened.
COVID happens and boom, it's 41%. 41%. Pinpointing it. And then it's thing after thing after thing that they get right that aren't all numbers like that. But I wanted to share those. They've got some insight. They're not some fly on the wall, fly by night, operation here. These are big futurist insiders, top of the line. And they say what's coming is World War III.
I think the devil is a mimicker of God, right?
Yes.
So he's watching God and he's going, okay, God's got all these prophecies and he says this stuff in the Bible and all of a sudden this stuff comes true and everybody jumps on the bandwagon and believes it. So he's just mimicking and creating things where he's going, if I can make this thing happen and then talk about it before it happens, then people will trust when it does happen that these guys have something going on.
It's not a prophecy. It's announcing your plans.
Yeah, he's forcing it.